So, what would success look like to you? For you yourself to say, wow, I feel so accomplished and successful, and like my legacy is um, a big success, and everything I've ever wanted to accomplish, I completed. Like, what would that feel like to you? Um, I ask this because this is a question that I ask to many of my clients. Like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 3, 6 months, a year, 10 years, 5 years? What do you want to accomplish? Many times people start looking at their um, path or potential path with the vision that they have today and based on the reality of today. So they're like, well, it doesn't seem that I'm going to accomplish that, so I'm just going to be okay with where I'm at. All that does is lead you to settle. Settle with mediocrity. Settle with the very basic level of existence. Um, Settle with familiarity. Settle with lack. Settle with just settle. And it hurts my heart to see how many people end up settling. And it's not because they are not able to reach their highest potential or to achieve their most exciting dreams or to align with their greatest purpose and live out the most impactful and fulfilling life. Every single one of us has that ability within us. It's not because they don't have that within them. It's not because you don't have that within you. It is because you have accepted that to build your life around the only thing that you can see in your immediate vicinity, in your immediate reality, and you allow that to become what shapes and molds who you become. Many times, what is going on, actually, almost all the time, what is going on in front of you has everything to do with you. You're not a victim of your circumstance. None of us are, no matter what your circumstance are. You have the power and ability to leave that. You have the power and ability to elevate. You have the power and ability to advance. You have the power and ability to be your greatest possible self. All of those dreams and daydreams and goals and visions you may have had as your younger self, or even now sometimes if you still think about it, what you haven't accomplished, what you want to be, what you want to accomplish. That is all within you for a reason. That can all come true. That can all be made to happen. You have to get to the point where you are okay to let go of what is familiar. Letting go of what's familiar is one of the scariest things for most people. But let me tell you that what's familiar is probably the most detrimental to most people's growth, development, advancement, and success. Because what is familiar, it may not be what is beneficial. What is familiar is only what you have become accustomed to, used to. It doesn't mean that it's good for you. It doesn't mean that it's going to elevate you. If where you're at is not at your highest potential, then you're settling. If you've been there and you haven't reached what you know inside you that you want to achieve, you're settling. You're settling for mediocrity. You're settling for a life of unfulfillment. And just because you're not alone, because you look around and you probably see about 80% of the population doing the same thing, it doesn't mean that it won't eat away at you eventually. It doesn't mean that it's not okay for you to continue and say, you know what, this is enough. I've been okay with familiarity and mediocrity for far enough. I know I deserve better. I know I can achieve better. I know I can do better. And I'm going to do something different. Anytime you want to leave that area, that place, that circumstance, that situation, you can. But it's difficult because even if it's familiar, or when it's familiar, it's like you have a bond with it, even if it's not good for you. But it's necessary to leave the situation and to actually reach your highest potential and your success. When you deny yourself that, you don't just deny yourself. You deny anybody who comes after you and anybody who is in your life presently the light to do the same. So you doing that for yourself, you actually saying, I am going to reach my highest potential. I am going to be successful, whatever that means to you. I'm going to leave the familiar and mediocre behind. That changes everything for you and everybody around you and everybody who comes after you. You literally save generations by following your path, by going after your dreams, by reaching for your highest potential, by saying, I will be successful. And you have that power. This is what I do with my clients. I do not let them be mediocre. I do not let them stay attached to the familiar if it's not good for them. I challenge them to come out of that situation and mentality and go where they will grow, not where they'll remain stagnant. And that's what I'm asking of you today. Look within yourself. Are you happy? Or do you just settle? Are you fulfilled? Or are you just making it by? Do you know that there's more that you could be experiencing and achieving and enjoying in your life? Have you just settled for the fact that this is it? Are you working a job that you hate, but it pays the bills and you don't think you can leave? Is there a talent, an ability that you have that just brought you so much joy, but you just put it down because you didn't think it was worth anything? There's so much within you. I know it and you know it. And let me tell you, if you need guidance and assistance to reach your highest potential and you're ready to be challenged and you're ready to explore who you really are and you're ready to develop that highest potential and actually live out your dreams, have a conversation with me. Have a conversation with me. I promise you it will change your life. And it will definitely assist you to see what's possible for you. And so you can see it in yourself. All right. So really, really, really take a moment to really ask yourself if you're happy or if you've just settled. Talk to you soon, everyone.